Hey you guys, it's Madeline, and today Intelligent Systems finally did something for me by adding Annette to Heroes. Bringing her home has been pretty much all I can think about since the trailer came out, so let's get right into it. I was not at all expecting Annette to get into FEH so soon, and I was so not prepared for Tuesday's trailer to go up early that I actually started crying when I clicked on it and saw her. She's by far my favorite character in Three Houses, and she's also one of my favorite characters in all of Fire Emblem in general. Aesthetically, she is really not the type of character I would normally lean towards because she really just looks like a little kid pre-time skip. Oh man, getting greens to show up is always such a struggle. I'm gonna go for red because I would like to get Lysithea as well. But yeah, like I was saying, Annette was really not on my radar at all before the game's release. And then I was on the Three Houses website because they had voice lines on the website. So I was listening to all of them to get a sense of the characters, and one of hers was her song about steaks and cakes. She immediately had my heart the second I heard it. I was still unsure about what house I was going to choose first at that point, and she really solidified my choice of Blue Lions. I just find her so endearing, and that she cares so much about so many things, despite everything she's gone through with her dad and her family, is, I think, really admirable. I also worried that they would make her a magic unit, which would be fine, but I do have a partiality towards girls with axes, so I did want to see her with Crusher more than I wanted to see her as a mage. And I'd like to plus 10 merge her someday. I don't know how many copies I'll be able to get of her right now. I definitely would have been in better shape for this if I hadn't spent over 200 orbs trying to get Maribel on the Heroes with Valor Skills banner. That banner was some of the absolute worst luck I've had in Fae in a while, and I only even got one 5-star out of it, a Bravelyn, which might be nice if I didn't already have 3 Bravelins beforehand. Okay, well, I'm already out of summoning tickets and only 1 green has shown up. Okay, this is a little bit better. Come on, Annette. You must know how much I love you. Okay. No, Sheena. I don't need any more Sheenas ever because I already have a plus 10 merge Sheena. Another thing that has led to my orb stash being less than what it really should be, considering how long I have not uploaded for, is that I did spend a little over 100 or so on this year's Valentine's banner, despite being extremely disappointed by that banner. I feel like the topical thing to be upset by the night of Fae channel was, of course, FEH Pass, which I will get to in a minute after I complain about the Valentine's banner for a second. I went into thinking about the Valentine's banner very early on because, of course, we have the new prospect of duo heroes, so it felt inevitable that there would be one for Valentine's, and the pair that I thought seemed the most realistic when considering what canonical couples exist in Fire Emblem, and which games we already have Valentine's banners from, and which characters either have not had any alts or have not had a new alt recently, was Sigurd and Deirdre. Of course, it was not a Jugdrall Valentine's because Insys decided not to care about that last piece of criteria that I listed, because they went with Valentine Valentine's instead, which would have been fine with me if they had chosen different characters for it. I really disagree with Insys' choice to put Almond Celica on that banner. Seliph, baby boy. Sorry, I can't see Seliph and not say baby boy. I just think that they should have waited a couple years to do a Celica Alm duo unit. Celica had literally just gotten her legendary alt barely a month before the Valentine's banner came out, and both of them already have so many alts in general. Like, don't they have enough for now? I never like to be someone who bitches about characters getting alts because I think there's enough of that in the fandom, and it really takes away from the joy of people who love those characters. But I really do think that they should have waited another year or so for Almond Celica's Valentine's duo unit. Because as soon as duo heroes were introduced, we all knew Almond Celica would get one eventually. And I would have been so excited for it if they would have just done it a little bit later on. I made an entire list weeks before the Valentine's units were revealed, speculating on, possible couples they could choose for a duo hero, and Almond and Celica were just about the last pair I actually wanted to see this year. Even from their own game, they had so many options from Valentia. They could have done Gray and Claire, Tatiana and Zeke, May and Bowie, even Clive and Matilda would have been better. That game is literally full of canon couples, and instead they made the most obvious choice, as well as a Silk ult for Tempest Trials, which is, again, I think, too soon after her initial unit was released, but if you're a Silk stan, I'm sorry for saying that. Okay, here we go. She's gotta be in one of these, yeah? I'm still complaining about Valentine's, but I'm gonna take a brief break from it just to do these greens. Annette probably doesn't flock to negativity, Maybe if she is hearing me complain, she's not showing up because she doesn't want to be involved with that. Okay, Annette, you gotta be in here, hun. Oh my god, not even one of them was a 4-star. Ross. I want a +10 merge Ross, and I think I might already have enough to do it. That might have been my 11th one I needed. Okay, since she didn't show up in any of those, I'm gonna go right back to complaining about Valentine's. I swear I'm not gonna complain for that much longer. The last thing I wanted to say is just that they decided to put Faye on that banner, which is another thing I disagree with. As if what they did to her character in Echoes was not already enough damage. They had to put her on the same banner as the Celica duo unit. I just thought that was so mean to her. I did really consider recording a video of my summons on that banner just because I really did want to get Faye, partly because her art is really cute and partly because I just think that was fucked up of Incest to do that to her. But I didn't want to spend too much, and I also kind of didn't want to deal with the prospect of people who violently hate Faye showing up in my comments if I said anything to defend her, so I decided against it. And I came out of my summons on that banner with a Faye and an Celica duo hero. Yeah, they came home after I berated them at length. I'm realizing also that saying Faye is kind of confusing in a heroes video because there are 4 different Fays I could potentially be talking about. Dragon, Bird, Archer, or the app itself. My best friend watches my videos without any real Fire Emblem knowledge, and he's always telling me he gets lost when more than one Fae comes into the picture. Gosh, why am I having such rubbish luck right now? Okay. Hawkeye marks the end of the Valentine's tangent. I mentioned briefly before that tangent FEH Pass, which is probably the biggest thing that happened in Faeverse since I last uploaded. Oh, please don't be Lysithea. It's Elwood. Okay. Yeah, FEH Pass is a huge point of contention right now and probably will remain one for as long as it exists. And it is disappointing. I agree with that. I've never spent money on heroes and I never intend to either, but I can't help wondering what I'll do if one of my favorite characters gets a resplendent alt. And this is my first Wrath. I don't really see one of my favorite characters ever getting a resplendent alt because none of my favorites are really popular enough for that, but if it did, that would be really upsetting. I don't know if it's the same for other free-to-play people out there, but oh my god, Raisin. Okay, gosh, that is not the first time I've seen a Raisin and freaked out. Giant silhouettes are terrifying in heroes, because I associate them with 5-star units. Anyways, I don't know why, and tell me if it's the same for you if you're also free-to-play, but it is weirdly a kind of pride thing for me that I am free-to-play. I like being able to say that I've played every single day since release and never spent money on it. So, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I guess we'll see what decision future Madeline makes if one of her favorite characters ever gets a resplendent attire. Gosh, even with how awful my luck is right now, I have really missed making these videos. I say that pretty much every time I make a grand return to YouTube after being gone for a couple months, but I mean it. My last 3 videos all went up while I was on winter break from college. Ah! Why? No! I didn't even look at how high my pity rate was, but it was kind of high. Oh my god. I didn't want any pity breakers. Whoever wants pity breakers though, right? It's like kind of good because I've wanted Garrick since he was added, but the whole point of this was to get as many copies of Annette as possible. I really thought I had started saying positive stuff. I thought they were gonna let me have Annette. I did not say that positive stuff just to try and lure Annette in. I really do love recording videos for you guys, and my last 3 videos all went up while I was on winter break from college, and as soon as the semester started up, I didn't have a single second to even breathe, let alone record a video for y'all. Even banners that I did kind of want to make videos for, I just had to ignore a little bit for the sake of my grades. Today is literally the first day of my spring break, so it definitely felt like Annette was waiting to greet me at the end of a very stressful 2 months. And I'm sorry I'm not more consistent with uploading. I see a lot of the same people in my comments when I upload, even when it's been a while, and I really appreciate that. I can't promise that I won't immediately be on hiatus again as soon as my break is over, but I'm gonna work on video ideas that I've had in the hopper this week, and if a banner comes out once I'm back in school that I really want someone from, I will find a way to make recording happen. That reminds me that I am slightly worried about the next New Heroes banner because Tellius feels so inevitable at this point. I'm so worried Khalil or Boyd are going to get added after I've just spent all my orbs trying to get Annette. Tellius still has a lot of important and popular characters who need to get into FEH, so maybe not, but I'm always going to be worried until they're both in the game. Now that they're doing the 4-star focus on new banners, I could kind of see Khalil being a 4-star focus whenever she gets added. She placed 399th in Choose Your Legends this year, which is not great, so maybe her lack of popularity could relegate her to 4-star, and I can immediately plus 10 merger. Okay, Annette, be in one of these, please. But yeah, I voted for Khalil every single day of Choose Your Legends, mainly because I knew Annette didn't really need my votes. Maybe that's why she's not showing up. I thought she's in a new game. She's always going to get into FEH eventually, and it ended up just being a lot sooner than I expected it to be. So maybe she's mad that I didn't vote for her, and she's not showing up because of that. Another wrath. But yeah, Khalil got all my votes just because I felt like she was the one who needed them the most. Most of my other big favorites are already in FEH and aren't popular enough that I have any real hope of them ever getting alts. And that being added is the first time in a long time that a character I absolutely love has gotten into Heroes. And honestly, the whole thing has me a little bit conflicted about the state of my main team. My main team has been the same for almost a year now. It's Winter, Lissa, Leanne, Lind, and Carla, and it's the best team I've ever had. The 4 of them just jive so well together in combat, and trying to change any part of that literally hurts my heart, especially because my Winter Lissa is plus 10 merged, so there is no world where she ever leaves my main team. So to add Annette to the team would mean having 2 axe units, but at the same time, I'm not trying to get merges on Annette so that she can just sit in my barracks or be stuck on one of my lesser used teams, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of thinking about this. But that requires that I actually get Annette in the first place, which I expected to happen a lot sooner than this. I even maxed out her Forging Bonds line before recording because I decided to be superstitious and think that if it was maxed out, she would have a better chance of showing up. I also made the mistake of reading a bunch of other people's luck on... Ah! No, this cannot be a video where I just get pity breakers. I'm going to cry if I have to leave without Annette. I'm gonna cry if I get her too, but... Ah, okay. She is plus attack. She's also minus speed. And I have always wanted leg yarn. This is so frustrating. Like, it's better than the time where I got back-to-back Mercedes pity breakers, because Garrick and Leg Yarn were both characters that I've wanted, but I don't know. I gotta get Annette. I just finished my Aries merge project, so I don't need this guy. Come on, Annette. Don't do this to me. Oh, okay. Another race in. See, I knew that time. I wasn't afraid that time. But yeah, like I was saying, I made the mistake of looking at the Fire Emblem Heroes Twitter, their tweet about the banner being out, which of course people reply to with what polls they got, and everybody who was trying to get Annette was having awful luck. And I guess that leaked into my luck too, because I have spent almost 200 orbs and I have not gotten her yet. This is so sad. I thought I was going to be able to just keep pulling and pulling until I got as many copies of her as possible, but now it seems like I'm going to just have to stop after I get one. I guess we'll look at the IVs on the one that I get, assuming I even get one. And we'll make the decision from there. This is so sad. I don't want to leave without Annette. I knew this video was just going to become me whining. Okay, Annette, I know you're in this. I know you're in this circle. Come on, girl. Oh, Camilla. Okay, I am placing all of my power and spirituality into my phone to give me Annette right now. Please. No, it's another Sheena. Ah. This just isn't right. Okay, we gotta make this happen. I meant to look at my pity rate. Oh. Bernadetta? I love you, sweetie, but please don't show up right now. I have to look at my pity rate when I get out of this one. Unless I get Bernadetta right now and it becomes moot. Okay, no, it's Klein. That's good. I could always use Klein's from combat manuals. Okay, let's see. Only 3.5. I wonder how high it got before I got Garrick. Yeah, I feel like pretty much all I'm going to do this break is just play Fire Emblem games. I still need to get through my Golden Deer playthrough of 3 houses. I really don't enjoy college, and all it really does is steal time that I could be spending making videos or doing things that I enjoy. So that's a bummer. But it's what you're supposed to do, go to college, right? So that's what we're doing. And Annette eludes me. Maybe that's why she's avoiding me. She loves school, and she can sense that I hate school. I don't hate school. This is like getting into life discussion, but I don't hate school. It causes me such stress because I care so much about being perfect in every single thing I fucking do, which I guess is kind of like Annette. I do really enjoy learning things. I just don't enjoy that part of it. I can't believe I have spent this much and she is not here yet. No, oh my god. Okay, come on, greens. Lots of greens. Not a single green. Okay. Please, Lysithia, don't show up right now. God, I know the hordes of people who want Lysithia are appalled that I would say such a thing. But hey, it worked. Roy showed up instead. Okay, one green. And it's surrounded by blues, like blue lions, which means it's Annette. No, it's not. It's not Annette. This is so frustrating. Why can't I have her? And sis, you put her in way sooner than I ever expected her to get in, and then you said I can't have her? That's messed up. Oh my god. Do I stop after I get the first Annette? Like, I feel like it'll just go on forever. It'll take the exact amount to get another one. I'm talking as if I already have one, and there are no signs that I'm ever going to get one at this point. She's in this one. I'm willing it into existence. No, so many Rosses. This isn't right. She's in this one. I just know she's in this one. No, she's not. I was coming up with the justification. I was going to say red is the color of enemy units, and 2 of her family members are enemy units in the game, her uncle and her dad. I know Gilbert is not always an enemy unit, but he is the enemy and thus should be treated as one. Annette, Annette, Annette. No, why? Another Arthur. Arthur's a character I love that was just done dirty by both his main game and Heroes. Come on. God, all these axe boys and not a single axe girl. That was Sheena Erasure, I'm sorry. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. Lysithea, don't. Don't show up. No, 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 no. Okay, baby boy. Baby boy. He's always here. 4.25. I can't even form words because I'm just staring at my phone with such fear. This is so sad that I have to spend so much to get her and she's not anywhere to be found. I just need 1 green in every circle. At least 1 green in every circle so that I don't have to risk getting one of the other focus units. Although, that didn't stop other pity breakers from showing up before. Fucking Garrick and Lake Yarn. 2 characters I love that I was just unhappy to see today. Come on, Annette. Oh my god. Soren. Not the baby I'm looking for. Okay, this is her. I've just decided that it's her. No, it's Merrick, which is at least good for my Merrick merge project. But it's not good for my heart right now. Okay. She's in this one. She's in this one. She's gotta be in this one. This is her. And then the other 2 are also her. All 3 of them are her. Oh my... No. This is not okay. You can't show up every time I want someone else, Edelgard. That's not fair. I'm having flashbacks to my legendary Celica video. And her IVs aren't even good. I already have an optimal IV Edelgard, so it doesn't matter. But I'm still going to complain. Why? Why would they send Edelgard here? I already have 4 of her. I don't need another one. Please, if Annette is not in the last one and my pity rate is dead again. Come on, Annette. I was so sure I was gonna have such good luck today. Come on, Annette. No! This is so sad. Why? Why, Edelgard? Oh my god. My heart is broken. I'm gonna walk out of here with one or no Annettes. Because after I get the first one, if I get the first one, I just have to like call it after that. It would be foolish to keep going. The fact that my pity breakers have been good units though is, I guess, neat. I'm like trying to find a silver lining in this. But like, I'm gonna end up plus 10 merging Edelgard just from her showing up when I wanted other people. I love Edelgard, but there's a time and a place, 80. Okay. Annette, her name is the overachiever, so she's gonna be in the top position of the circle because, you know, over. No, it's Frederick. It's Frederick. It's always Frederick. Annette. It's Annette. It's Annette. It's Annette. It's Annette. It's not Annette. It's not. It's not. It's another Merrick, though. I was moderately surprised by how popular Lysithea turned out to be, but I mean, it makes sense to me. Anytime there's a unit that is just really good, people are immediately going to flock to that unit. Even just Reinhardt and Faye. His initial version was so good that it gained him enough popularity to get him 2 more alts, which is a travesty when you consider that Sigurd still has no alts, but I mention that more times than anybody wants to hear. I think just how strong she is, how she can murder literally anything she touches in 3 houses is definitely not hurting her popularity level. And she's just a fun character too. So she's got multiple things going for her. This is Annette. This is Annette. No, it's Frederick. I want to not be summoning anymore. Watching all of my orbs just dwindle away. It never gets any easier. It's Dancer Nephany all over again. Except I care about Annette so much more than I cared about Dancer Nephany. Paula's the light of my life, but she's not who I'm looking for. Gosh, come on with these non-green circles. You better not be 5-star. Oh, okay. Okay. 1 green. That's okay, as long as there is a green in the circle. Such a disappointing world we live in. I love saying that while playing video games, because it's like, it's a game, fam. What are you so upset about? God, I hope the next New Heroes banner is not Tellius. But at the same time, I hope it is Tellius, because I'm tired of waiting for a Tellius banner. Can anybody else relate to that? Not having the orbs for the things you want to be added, but wanting them to be added regardless. Stop with this. This is a crime, how few greens they are giving me. This is not going to be a 5-star. No! Why am I getting so many pity breakers, but like they're all good units? She's minus speed. Disappointing. But like still? This is just the video of pity breakers who I don't want because I don't want any pity breakers, but like they good units though, and I didn't already have them. I'm getting like progressively quieter because I'm like trying not to cry. Like why, like fucking Katria, really? Like I love her and I've wanted that alt since it came out, but it's not the time. I would trade all of them for even 1 Annette. Oh my god. I'm going to spend all of my orbs until I get her. Like I'm going to go down to 0. And if she's not here, that's just what happens. And it's going to be a very, very long video of me getting a lot of pity breakers and being very sad. So many axe boys I don't want, and not even one cute axe girl. Sorry for the Sheena and Edelgard erasure. Sophia. Where is she? I was like, it'll be good if I can maybe get like 3 copies of her. I've spent over 400 orbs and not even 1 copy of her. I was like tricked into thinking this would go well by how well my Winter Lissa summons went this past year. I got 5 copies of Winter Lissa in less than 400 orbs, and that was while she shared a color with another focus unit. And now Annette doesn't even share a color with anyone, and she won't show up. What do I have to do to get her to appear? No! Leave! Get out of here! Go away! Go away! What are your IVs? Ew, go away. I have so few right now that like I could feasibly not even get another 5-star before this video is over. Hey Dominic of the 12 Elites, can I please summon your descendant? Annette Fantine Dominic is in this green stone. It is decided. No. I think every time I say, Annette's in this one, it ends up being Frederick. Okay, what if I sing one of her songs? That'll get her to show up, right? Okay. She's gonna be in this stone, but only if I sing, oh how I just love to clean the library room. Just takes a flash of light, and then it all goes boom. Annette? Eh? I sang one of your greatest hits. Nino. This is the duality of being a FEH-tuber. You record for over an hour, have amazing luck, and get all of the Winter Lissas you need for your +10 merge project, just for the recording to be corrupted so that you can't actually upload the video. Or you record for, I don't know how long it's been now, but I'm assuming over 30 minutes, and the unit you want refuses to show up. I've supported her from the very beginning. Everything I do for her. Oh my god. I'm really gonna walk out of here without Annette, aren't I? I'm convinced she's not showing up because I didn't vote for her in Choose Your Legends. But she's not petty like that. She understands why I did it, right? She would support Khalil. This is atrocious. Okay, real talk. Are there any Fire Emblem characters where, like, they're meant to look, like, traditionally feminine so that you think they're girls? That you actually thought were girls when they first showed up in game? I feel like none of them I actually thought were girls when I first saw them. Like, Libra doesn't really seem all that feminine except for having a pretty face and long hair. And, like, Lucius even, I didn't think he was a girl at all. So I'm curious. No. Oh, okay. That like briefly scared me so much because my head was like, anyone who is new is a 5-star. No. Okay, at least I got a focus unit. He's minus speed, but he really is rather unfortunate looking, isn't he? Say something.
But I dare say you would do well as one.
Ooh. I love Ferdinand, but I wanted him to get in as his time skip unit because his long hair is so pretty. I'm not gonna say anything about how hopeful I am because of there being 3 greens in this circle. Oh my god. My heart actually hurts. This is so sad. And now I'm under 100 orbs. I cannot even tell you the last time my amount of orbs went under 100. I never let it get that low. Sorry if you can hear dogs barking in the background. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear that, but at this point, literally anything that happens outside of the recording that I think you guys are going to be able to hear. I'm like, hey, maybe Annette likes dogs and she's going to show up to see the dogs. No, this is so... It's not okay, and I'm not okay. Nothing is okay about this. I can't even acknowledge that. Nagi, yet another good unit that I didn't already have. But I don't care about all these good units that I didn't already have. I just want Annette. There's like no winning at this point because if I do get her, I'm gonna scream so loud that I'm gonna have to lower the audio so I don't break everyone's ears. And if I don't, I'm gonna have to just stop recording because I'm gonna be crying. I guess I at least have gotten a good amount of raisins out of this. I do want a plus 10 merge raisin, so... It is insane looking at my orb stash get this low. When I first started playing Heroes, I didn't save up at all. I was like kind of always in a very low range. But then I started realizing that people I like could actually start getting in or getting ults. So I think the first thing that made me save was when I decided that I really, really wanted Lind. But yeah, especially ever since I've had my YouTube channel, I save up all the time. And it is very disheartening that I'm going to be down to 0 after this video is recorded and probably will not even have gotten Annette. It's because I'm being so negative. She's just not a negative person. She would not be saying this. She'd be like, oh, it's okay. But it's not okay. The least they could do before murdering me is give me some greens. Honestly, the best, worst luck I could be having, but it's still horrible luck. I was so hopeful going into this. Nothing is good. Everything is bad. Oh my god. Go away, you old man. Literally, my next circle could be my last one, because I'm not gonna summon again when I don't have enough to cover an entire circle. God, that sniff was probably so loud, but I'm legitimately crying. Oh my god. Annette. Better late than ever, honey. Look at her. She's got her fist up like she's about to beat the shit out of someone, but she's not because she's baby. And she's plus speed. I want to hear her talk.
I've always been kind of clumsy. I know I should be taking it easy, but that's too hard.
You should take it easy though, honey.
No? Oh. I'll do my best for you.
I want to hear her sing. Does she have a singing line?
Wish is for my family to reunite.
I want that for you too, hun.
Just takes a flash of light, and then it all goes boom. Oh, you weren't listening, right?
She's so cute. I sound like a psychopath right now, but I love her. Oh. Look at her. She's got a giant axe. It's too big for her. I love her so much. This is sad, but like amazing. Like at least I got her. I really didn't think I was gonna get her once we got up below 100. Well, You probably won't see much of me for a very long time, considering I have literally 21 orbs left. She really did just make me spend like 600 orbs to get her, huh? But that's okay. I hold no grudges. I am just so happy I got her. I really didn't think I was gonna get her as soon as my luck got as bad as it did. Everybody who's watching this hates me for saying my luck is bad because I got so many good pity breakers, but like, you have to understand I didn't want anything other than Annette. I'm just so happy that she at least showed up. I'm gonna build her immediately as soon as I finish recording, and then maybe I can see about finding her a place on my main team, or at least one of my secondary teams until she gets some merges on her. She has my whole heart, and 600 of my orbs. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, or can relate to my blinding love for Annette, I have 2 other 3 Houses videos and a couple 3 Houses summoning sessions in my repertoire already. One where I rank the blue lions based on how baby they are. No spoilers, but Annette is pretty high up there in the babiness. And then another one where my best friend Bobby tries to guess the names of all the 3 Houses characters. They're both a lot of fun, and they're both things that I had a whole lot of fun making. Hopefully I can get some videos like those ones out soon to make up for the time that I'm gonna spend saving up more orbs. But it's probably gonna be a couple weeks at least before the next New Heroes banner, so I have a little bit of time. I'm gonna do my best to not disappear for another 2 months. If you really watch this entire video of me just getting sadder and sadder as time goes on, then good on you. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your guys' support. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, you should absolutely ravage that subscribe button. I had Annette's ears covered while I said that, don't worry. She did not hear me saying the word ravage. And if you summon on this banner, definitely tell me how you fared in the comments. I know tons of people in my comment section were very hopeful that Bernie would be added soon, so I definitely want to know who you all were going for, and if you got who you wanted. Hopefully you guys didn't have to spend 600 orbs to get who you wanted like I did. Yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you whenever I see you. Until then, bye guys. Be well.